Yo, what's going, man? It's your boy, Real Eric Alvarez here, always bringing you that real. And in this video, I want to share why I have it written down. I'm sorry, let me look real quick. The problem with learning game at first. All right. So, like I said in a previous video, game is dead. However, if you are starting from zero, if you're a guy who's been struggling with girls, you're having a hard time, then you need to learn some game at first. All right. You got to understand the game, the rules, how to play. And game is the training wheels. You need to have some training wheels at first, but then when you advance, when you get a lot of success, you have more experiences, you start internalizing these things. Then it's because of the person that you are. You don't think about, all right, I'm gonna do this, then I'm gonna do that to get this reaction. Like, you just don't think about these things. It's just unconscious competence. So there are 4 levels of learning. There is unconscious incompetence, where you're not aware of how bad you are. Then there's conscious incompetence. So you start to learn some of these things. Like, you start to learn some game, and you're like, oh, fuck, I got a lot to learn. I'm really bad. That's the scary part. Then there's conscious competence, to where you have to, you are competent, but you have to really put a lot of energy into it to think about it. You have to, like, really try to focus on it, right? Then the final level, the 4th level, the highest level, the mastery level, is unconscious competence, where you don't think about it anymore. You're unconsciously competent. You have to think about it. Just who you are is a part of your being. That's the level I want you guys to get to. But the problem with a lot of guys when they first learn games, this is a problem that I struggled with for years. Like, over 5 years I dealt with this, and it fucked me up. Was when I started learning game, first I learned bad game, and I learned, like, you say this line, do this, do that, and it made me worse with women. I was actually better off before learning game for a lot of these standard pickup guys and all this dating coaches. All right, there are very few dating coaches that I fuck with, but a lot of them, especially in the big companies, and if you're smart, you know what company I'm talking about. They teach things that, for me, it hurt my game more than it helped, because I started to overthink things, and that is the problem. Guys start learning game, and now they're so hyper aware of things, like, oh, my body language, how's my tonality, you know. Am I saying the right thing? Am I getting this reaction? How's she acting right now? I'm trying to read all her sub-communication. Am I getting am I getting choosing signals? Am I getting Am I getting choosing signals? Am I getting indicators of interest? Like, you start thinking about all these fucking things, and you're not paying attention to what she's saying. And then you're so caught up in your own head, you're so self-conscious that now you're overthinking things. Now every little thing you do, you start freaking out about. And that fucks you up more than it helps. You're better off just not even knowing game at that point. So that is a natural thing at first. I want you to understand this. When Kobe is about to go into game, do you think Kobe is thinking about every little move he is playing? Or is he just locked in the moment, and he's trusting his body to do what he has rehearsed and practiced thousands of times in practice, to go out and perform? Obviously, you can't be thinking about, all right, my foot's here, my body weight's on this side, defenders on my left hip. He's not constantly thinking about all those little things. The game's moving way too fucking fast. He's in the moment. When he's practicing, he's worried about all those things, because that's the practice. That's to get him better. But he's in the game, you're locked into the game, and you're focused, you are just playing. You need to trust the practice and the hours that you put into your skill sets of getting better, to when you're in the game, you're just performing. You're out, you're there, you're locked in the moment, you're present. And naturally, if you're practicing properly, the right things will happen. And then if it doesn't, then all right, you look at tape after, you analyze after, and you're like, all right, what can I have done to get better? It's the same thing here. All right, if you're talking to a girl, or you have a girl over at your place, don't be thinking about every little thing. Forget all that. Throw it out the window. Just be present. Be focused on the present moment, and just trust yourself. And naturally, the right things will happen. All right, and that's just gonna make your life a lot easier. It's gonna make it a lot less stressful. You're not gonna be so nervous before going to an interaction with girls, because if you were so caught up in the future, you're getting anxiety because you're caught up about the future. What's gonna happen? I'm gonna say this. You're gonna say that. Then this. Then that. Then that. Like, dude, stop. Slow down. Just fucking do it. All right. Just be in the moment. Don't worry about all that shit. Worry about it after. And if it doesn't work out, whatever. You learned. What can I learn? How can I get better? And then focus on that the next time. It's that simple. Okay. So that is a problem with most people learning game at first. That's the problem I see with a lot of guys, and it makes them very socially awkward and very weird and creepy around girls. So keep that in mind, and that's something that you've noticed and you're struggling with. When you're in the game, just fucking play. All right, just don't think about it. Just be present. Just do. Trust yourself. Trust your unconscious abilities to give you the right things and to perform. And if you don't, it's fine. There's plenty more fish in the sea. There's always another girl. There's so many more options. Continuing continue to elevate yourself, become a higher value man, and you will attract more options in the future. And repetition is the mother of skill. So get more experience, keep putting yourself out there, and boom, you will get better. All right, so that's the video for today. I love y'all. Stay tuned, more videos coming out. Keep watching the videos, and like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell button for notifications, and I'm out. Peace.